Hello, welcome back to The Broken Doll, and today I come to you with a video of another little doll that was not given to me, but given to me to work on. It belongs to another lady that I worked with at the hospital with, and it has its name on the back. Her mother made it in ceramic class, and its name is Sugar Britches. Sugar Bridge. I think it's Sugar Bridge. It's a reproduction, it says right on the back. But the problem is her grandchildren got a hold of it and took a little chunk out of the back of its head. You can see here where I fixed it with some Milliput right now. So what I'm going to do is sand this. There's a crack running in here, but I don't think it's going anywhere. It seems to be quite stable. So what I'm going to do is sand this down. If I feel it needs anything, I will put something there if it's going to keep breaking. But it doesn't look like it. It looks like it's stopped right where it is. But anyways, I might just put a little bit of glue. I'm not sure. It just seems to be very surface, not in the depth of the head. But anyways, I'm going to sand this down and then paint it a little bit and get a hold of her. I've had it for quite some time, and I met up with her the other day. She goes, "Where's my doll?" And I go, "I know." But with my daughter being sick, everything, a lot of my dolls went to the side, and this one as well. So anyways, we're going to get him done. I'm looking at getting him done before I work on any more of my compositions. They've all been stripped of their paint. All of them are stripped. If they need any little bit of dremeling, it's just going to be around the toes, fingers. I'll be picking and plus Dremel. Use the Dremel. Now, at the auction, at the Salvation Army auction, I won a few dolls as well. So let me put this little man back over where I had him, because he's not mine and I don't want to break him. And I think he's had enough knocks on his head already. Alright, I'm going to lay him over off to the side here, and now we're going to come over to hit this over here. I've been vacuuming because I had chips of paint everywhere, and I imagine there's still more all over the place. But let me get my phone out of my pocket here. Oh, there we go. And out you go there. Alright. Let me show you the first doll I got. Now, I don't know if you can see her. She's quite a sized doll. Let me move out she's a little cowgirl. Let me see. Can you see her? There we go. This here is a cowgirl doll. She's missing her hat. And she's got a little bit of staining around her lips. So I'm going to see if I can get some of that off of her. And I think I have a cowboy hat for her, but she comes with her boots, her little dress. It looks all original to her. Everything matches quite nicely and everything. But she's quite a cute little thing. Now, if I can't find the hat, we'll just put a nice little brown ribbon in her hair. You know, we'll fix her up. We'll get that all fixed up. But boy, she's a cutie. But she's just a plastic doll. I think she's from the 70s, 80s maybe, something like that. Maybe the 70s. She's definitely not a 60s doll. Now, this other one here, now this one is an older doll. This one here, she's a Canadian, made by the Imperial Company. Okay, there's an Imperial Company in the States, but there was also one in Canada. This is the Canadian Imperial Company. Now you see she's got some white on her, right on her collar there. What is that from? She has what we call molding. She is a very moldy doll. So looking at her, I hope you can see this up on her head. She's got mold up there. So we're going to try to stop that mold. Now, this is all hard plastic, so it hasn't even affected her body, but it has affected her face. So we're going to see about, I might try to unstring her yet. Oh, she's an elastic, big elastic on her. So we'll see about that. She needs to be, I think her elastic is really kind of getting stretched, because she can't even hold a pose or do what she's supposed to do. I don't think she's a walker. I think she's just a, you know, I don't know. But her arms do keep some pose, so maybe I'm all right by keeping the elastic in. But one thing definitely will be happening with her. Her wig will be coming off. But it's beautiful, in beautiful shape, the wig is. It looks like it's still, oh, it's crunchy. Ooh, it's crunchy. Looks like it could use a good washing when I get it off. I don't know if I can get it back to being the way it should. We're going to try anyways, you know. But it is just, oh, it's nylon-y. It doesn't feel like, it's not mohair. It's very nylon-y. If there's such a word now, there is in Tammy's dictionary, nylon-y. It's got a nylon feeling to it. It does not feel like, that's not mohair. I don't think it is. Oh, it's just really... yeah, but anyways, nice little 50 dolls. I think she's a nurse, or she's a cook, or she's something. Maybe as I take her clothes off there, a name will appear. I don't know. She has no panties, but I got panties here I can put on her. But she's got something something else underneath. Maybe there's a tag in her dress or something that I can find. So, yeah, I don't see anything so far. Just lifting up her dress and trying to look for... But the dress, I don't know. It looks drabby on her. I don't know. It doesn't bring out her cuteness or whatever. I think she could look better with a better dress on her. We can keep this as her side dress, her working dress type of thing. And then there's her beauty dress. But I think, well, I can get that mold taken care of. It doesn't seem to be going any further except to that face. When I saw these dolls, the lady, okay, let me back up the train again. I'm jumping all over. A lady from the Salvation Army asked me to come to the back inside where all these dolls were. I don't remember her. I do remember her. And I said they've got mold. They need to get separated from one another. The one doll, the big baby doll that sold, the legs were so full of mold. You just scratch and you could see the mold right underneath the scratching of it. I would pop those legs off and ditch them right away. The doll would have been great for parts if I ever found a doll that was in need of those types of parts as far as a body, arms, or a head. But those legs were like rock hard, and at one time they were very bendable legs, a vinyl leg, I mean, that you could squish a little bit, get a little bit of a squish on it. But because of the condition of that doll, what was really interesting on that doll was the outfit. But I didn't win it, and I didn't really care if I did or I didn't. I kind of let it go. I got a call on these two dolls that I had won them. So I thought, fine, I'll take these two on. But I knew I could get her under control. So that was fine by me. The other thing is the rest of there was some other dolls in there that were fine. They were just in beautiful shape. I've won some of them, and I've shown them to you, and they were in that pile, and the mold didn't affect them as of yet. Like, they're fine. They've been cleaned. I've cleaned them up and everything. I know where they're coming from. It seems like they were kept in a very damp area, and because they were wet. A lot of the dolls were wet. Their clothes felt very damp. These clothes were damp when I felt her. There's a wet feel to them. So there we are, you know, and it's not the Salvation Army's problem. It's the people who owned them, what they did with them. Salvation Army kept them in a very nice dry place, and they did dry out nicely. Now there are some up there right now, and they're beautiful dolls, and I won't be bidding on them in this auction here. I don't need them. I would like to in one way, but I just don't know where to put them. They're just going to go in a bin and be hidden. Like this one here, she's going to go in a bin after. I would like to sell her later, maybe down the road. You know, that's something I'm looking at. I want to investigate her and just see if there's anything, you know, any name on her. She's got her panties and everything on her. If there's anything written inside of her clothing. I make those decisions very abruptly, and then I renege on them afterwards because I find out I like them. So I don't want to say for sure that I'm going to sell her or not just yet. I just got her, so I want to see what I can do with her. And then if down the road I feel like I want to sell her, we'll see about it. But anyways, looking at all this, you know, it's a lot of dolls I've got here to work on. And like I say, I've already got the last doll. She is done. I don't know where did I put her? Oh, her head's back here. Now, let's talk about her for a second. I want to talk about this baby right here before I go. When I tested her paint, there was a lot of acrylic paint, like thick amount of acrylic paint all over her. As I got down more and more, I found I had a hard time getting the paint off. There was oil paint underneath her. It was on her head and on her arms. Her legs, no. There was no, there's just acrylic paint on there. That paint just peeled off like you wouldn't believe. It just like slid right off. And that's what acrylic paint does. It just slides. But this here, I had to take my Dremel and Dremel her face, the paint off her face. That's just how thick that oil paint was. So she did have oil paint down underneath. I tested her. I wish I put it on camera for you to see. But the acrylic paint was so thick. I just kept getting acrylic. And finally, I said, I'm going to keep taking off all the acrylic. There's something else going on here. I'm getting this other paint underneath. And I knew it was oil paint then. And when I got down, I found out I couldn't get it. The paint was not coming off with the acetone. I went, okay, we have oil paint here. So, but it was really thick. I'd never seen paint so thick on a doll before, especially the acrylic was really thick. Not so much the oil, and the oil did not want to leave the composition, but there was, I've already done so much damage to the doll by taking off the oil paint. I had to just keep on going. But this is a really well-made composition doll. The composition is a higher grade, and so it could take the Dremel. So I was really happy with how well she turned out. A little places where bumps were, you know, that I can fill in with no problem whatsoever, with some spackling, and we're moving on our way again. But a little bit on her nose, which is a point where if it fell, nose first, it's going to get the hit. And so I just got to fix a little bit up on the nose, but that's it. She's got very little damage on her. So I was really happy with her, how well she turned out. Her arms and legs turned out beautifully. Except this here, if anybody's interested in seeing how I make toes, I'll be putting that up as well for you to see. So that'll be a nice Milliput day where I bring the Milliput in, and we're just going to fill this up and then make some little toes for her. So her arms are in great shape. Really nice little arms. There's the crack on this one here, and I thought there was something on the other one. Maybe not. No, there's nothing on this one. That's right. Is it on one of the legs here? Oh yeah, I think it's one of the legs here. I thought maybe something cracked off. Maybe not. But there's a problem right in here. This is the crack I was seeing right here. That was it. Yeah, she's got a crack right running around her toe, and she's missing a baby toe. Oh yeah, I did see it right in here. There's something going on right up in here, a crack too, but we can get that all fixed. So yeah, that's it. Very nice job that was done on these dolls, but this just came off like a dream. I don't think I'm going to have to spackle them because the composition was so nice. I'm going to do some picking because there is still some, you can still see some pink paint on there, so we'll get that all off of her and rebuild her body, and she's back to being beautiful again. I do have still some more work down in here, but this is minimal work. It's when I have to do all this, you know. This stuff here, I just pick at and take it all off. So not a big deal. I can take my Dremel and even do that if I need to. But anyways, that's where we're at with this girl. So she's done very well. But I hope you like these two dolls here. Whoops, where am I going? There we go. She's got a cute little face. But I think there's no markings on this one either. She has none whatsoever. She's got this little floppy hair with curls that goes over another mop of hair. See here? There's her hair. And then she's got this on top. So really nifty. I think it's to kind of give it body to look like it's... But she's going to get a hair wash as well. But we'll see if there is a name on her somewhere. I just don't see it, you know. So maybe it's in her clothing. I'm not sure. But somebody loved her and kept her in good shape. No, nothing even on the back of her bum. So, you know, we'll clean things up here, and yeah, I think she's going to turn out looking really nice. So, yeah, I think she's cute. And this little gal, she's a cute little thing too. So I think once we get, you know, she's sitting low on her head there too. So there's something I want to show how I can fix that, hopefully fix it. And I might even put stuffing up in there to kind of, so that she's not sitting scrunched on her neck. If you look at her, she looks like she's sitting down on her neck. So we want to fill this up in here, this vinyl. We want to fill that all up. And I might be able to fill it up with some stuffing. And so that way she's not sitting down on her neck so hard. But anyways, I think she's cute. Once you get her sitting back up on her head, she looks a lot better than that squish look down on her, there we go. Try to get those eyes up, girl. There we go. So anyways, yeah. Okay, I hope you liked the video. I'm just giving you some updates. So I got to work on that lady's doll. I'm going to put it on camera here on the video, make some videos of it, so you can see what I do. And I've never worked on bisque or porcelain or anything of that sort before. This is my first time. So this has been kind of a different twist, because usually I'm composition, working on the old wood dolls. Okay, thanks for joining me, and we'll be talking to you again really soon. Bye-bye.